Hello again. Our next speaker today is from the Maxim Group. Tate Sullivan is Senior Research Analyst and Managing Director. Tate, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Hi, Craig.
Hi. Glad to have you, Tate. Whenever you're ready, go right ahead.
All right. Well, thanks. Thank you, Craig, and thank you to RedChip for the chance to speak today. I've enjoyed plenty of your webinars in the past and looking forward to the event, listening to the event today. And my name is Tate Sullivan, and I cover the industrial sector in Maxim Group's equity research division. And I started my career, a little background, I started my career in 2000 in finance, and it following oil field services companies, and most recently in the last 4 years added the mining sector to my industrial group of coverage. For Maxim Group, we have been in business for 24 years. Our financial services include equity research, investment banking, sales and trading, and private wealth management. And kicking right in, and you have great thematics for all the companies today and that you're talking about. And one of the 51 companies I cover is participating today, called EcoWave Energy, ticker WAVE. It's about a 44 million market cap company, and that's at 2:30 today. I look forward to hearing from Wave about the electric power generation capability of Wave Energy, and EcoWave has been mentioned. I'll let them talk about it, but they play in all the thematics that you're discussing today: artificial intelligence, and the data center infrastructure rollout. Um, Rolling on to my industrial sector coverage and all the themes you're talking about today, and I'll just cover them. I mean, that you have in your description: AI slash the computer infrastructure, advanced manufacturing, automation, the digital infrastructure supporting those data centers. The foundation for all those themes is electricity. And in fact, I just saw on my screen here, there was an IPO price this morning called on EROC on that theme of providing electricity to the whole foundational build out. SpaceX, another IPO, certainly captures that theme. And personally, what I want to hear at SpaceX and what's pertinent for my industrial sector talk about in the next 50 years is bringing that electricity from space. That's my wish list for with microwave beaming. Big picture and in terms of future tech, what I hope I eventually have a robot car in my garage. And that's certainly, and my question I ask is, how can my industrial sector help this happen going forward? And certainly Starlink is on my wish list for having on planes and trains as well. So the mosaic approach, looking at my industrial sector, I'll kick right into sort of what stock picks I'm looking at on some of those big themes. And it's worked recently. I wish I was speaking yesterday in the sector, and it's a bit of a contrarian element. And I'll just introduce I mean, for Amazon, for instance, 7%, as far as I can tell, or less than 10% of its global real estate is currently in data centers, and the rest of that is fulfillment centers, the infrastructure about getting the goods to your sector. So a contrarian play on what we've heard about with the data center build out is ABM Industries, ticker ABM, a facility services company. And I upgraded ABM more than a couple months ago on the theme of ABM has a microgrid business. It has a semiconductor factory business. So I think ABM has larger addressable markets with the data center build out. It works in data centers certainly as well, with facility services and microgrid. So recommending buying ABM, and and ABM has worked recently. Second, with the time, I wanted to cover another consideration for, I mean, covering industrials, we touches on the infrastructure theme in many instances, and what I want to mention. So considering what needs to happen for all the data center infrastructure build out, and I don't think it gets enough attention, is natural gas, the natural gas supply to the data centers. And one name of mine that I've been covering for more than 10 years that this year has not gotten enough attention, in my opinion, in terms of the data center build out is Chesapeake Utilities, CPK, bringing natural gas today, for instance, to a data center in Ohio, spreading natural gas in multiple states. So we hear about many new technologies to generate electricity, natural gas generators, besides the power centers here, besides the data centers here today. And on that theme, recommend buying Chesapeake Utilities. Another more thematically for the U.S. manufacturing and automated manufacturing, the U.S. needs a more secure supply chain, and we've talked a lot about this in our sector. And so I think that certainly the supply chain making these data centers a possibility is certainly part of the growth. And just some quick data while I have some time here too. My industrial manufacturing screen of companies with market caps less than $10 billion increased 34% year to date versus the Russell 2000 indexes increase about 15% year to year. Looking at the larger companies, industrial equipment manufacturers with most of their footprint in the US, they with greater than 10 billion market cap, those companies on my screen increased 19% year to date versus the S&P 500 increase after what we've seen the last couple of days of 7%. So we're seeing it. We're seeing a lot of these stocks, industrial manufacturers, equipment manufacturers that are building the US supply chain already benefiting. And on that thematic, what I recommend a company that reported this week actually and is having an analyst day next week is called Graham Corporation, GHM. Shifting to the next topic is raw materials for what we need for all the future technology and the themes that I think a lot of the companies, including EcoWave at 230, will touch on. There's still a massive dependency on the critical minerals that we need for everything from data centers to robotics to satellites. Massive dependency on China, and the mining sector is a place to invest, in my opinion. And we're seeing out of the 20 mining and processing companies in my 51 stock universe, I have the greatest upside in terms of to my price target for a company called graphite mining company called Novomont Graphite, ticker NMG. That's about a 450 million market cap company. Also want to touch on, I get asked a lot, what critical mineral would I be looking at today? Zinc. Zinc is at a multi-year high price, even after a company what we've seen with the gold price. And on the zinc thematic, I recommend buying Titan Mining, ticker TII. It's about a 200 million market cap company. And my most recent launch, and touching on the thematics, but also a new frontier, is offshore mining. It integrates, so you'll have robotics offshore, you'll have offshore just infrastructure to bring offshore critical minerals to onshore. I think this is a reality. We've seen it happen in oil and gas. So on that theme, recommend buying the metals company, ticker TMC, as offshore mining. I think will become a reality as we're getting a rush to source critical minerals from wherever we can find them, and that will be an important part of the US supply chain. To conclude, thank you again to RedChip for having me. Look forward to hearing from the companies today, and EcoWave at 2:30. Future technology will need the raw materials. It'll need the industrial manufacturing companies in my coverage, and I look forward to hearing from all the companies participating today on many of those themes. So, Craig, thank you very much to RedChip, and I'll look forward to hearing from the companies today.
Tate, thank you for that great presentation. Hope to see you again very soon.
Okay. Bye, y'all.